So right now, currently modifying this Dallas DS12887A NV RAM pretty much, and the reason for that is because there's an internal battery and they only last so long and it's way past its expiration date. So what I'm doing is I'm going to run an external coin cell battery on there. But what I had to do, you can see there, I had to Dremel this out and then Dremel this out, but I also had to Dremel away the connection between the internal battery, which is now all the way back there. I already disconnected it and stuff like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and essentially mount this battery holder somewhere on top, and then we'll run the positive, positive, negative, negative, and we'll install a new battery, and therefore it's actually replaceable, and the internal battery will be completely disconnected pretty much. So went ahead and finished the modification to the NV RAM and have the holder glued in place and soldered in. And you can see there's your positive and there's your negative on the holder. So we're going to put a brand new cell in there. And we're going to reinstall to Oscilloscope and hope that it will work. So went ahead and installed this modified NV RAM, now with the external battery, into the socket 7 motherboard of this HP 500 MHz dual channel oscilloscope. The other thing I had to do off camera was I had to recover this hard drive because it was actually seized up. And of course the bearings are shot too as well. So what I did was I actually went ahead and put the hard drive in the freezer for a little bit. Let it warm up, tapped it a couple of times. I was able to unstick it. And then I was able to stick it to my main machine. And was able to recover the data 100% on this one. And when I recovered it to the SSD on the main computer, I went ahead and copied it to a new old stock 20 gig hard drive that I have installed here right now. So now the data I was able to recover off this one is onto this hard drive here. So we're going to attempt to fire this up and hopefully she'll boot up because it should. So now with the new modified NV RAM and the new old stock hard drive with the data on it, let's hope that she'll actually boot up. They'll probably have to set some boot parameters and stuff, of course, but let's go ahead and fire it up and see what happens. Okay, and right now it's checking there. Oh, it says okay. Yeah, but it's saying, of course, check some bad, but at least it's not saying low battery no more. So, of course, we have to run the setup there. Alright, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Let's just go there. No, not there. This keyboard's kind of... Okay. Yeah, this keyboard's kind of there. Let's make sure that we actually enable that, otherwise that will not work, of course. Alright, enable too. Alright, and then let's just escape. Yeah, this keyboard's kind of... Nope, not there yet. Alright. Let's go tab over. Yeah, this keyboard is shot. It should just tap over, but... Okay, there you go. I gotta push at it really hard, alright. Nope, it's not auto-detecting, so... Let's see what's going on with that. Alright, hold on. Problem is this keyboard's bad, I'm sorry. Alright. Let's see, make sure that we got it enabled. Yeah, it's enabled, so it should work then. Okay, let's just keep that. That's how I remember it, huh? Okay. Yeah, we'll keep that for now. I hate this keyboard already. Let me make sure everything's there. Nah, that's not gonna do anything. LCD, yes, okay, that's all correct. So we should be able to, let's just go there. Not installed. Yeah, that's kind of smooth. Let's try it again, huh? Usually there's a way to set. There you go. That's what I want. That's what I was gonna say. Auto. Okay. Okay. Now let's try it again. Come on. I hate this keyboard. Nope, still not picking it up. I wonder if I just gotta... Let me just see if it does anything different once I do that. Should have picked up the hard drive though. I have used these hard drives in this particular oscilloscope before, and I know it does work, so... Nope, obviously did not pick it up, so... Yes, let's try again. Okay, let's just turn it off and back on. It makes it easier. Let's try that. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so bear with me. Let's go back into the BIOS. Go back to, I don't think it saved it though. Yeah, there you go. Picked it up. This time it did, so it's just a reboot. Alright. So let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there if I remember correct. Let's see now if it boots. It'll be nice. Come on, boot, please. Hopefully clone was successful too. Yes. Yep, picked it up. And there you go, it's booting Windows 95. So yeah, it looks like that clone was successful. Yes. Come on, work. Work, please work. Yep, I hear initialize the scope portion. Yes, it worked. Okay, so let's turn this off here. Let's see, channel 2 works. Yeah, it does. Huh? I know it's pretty nice. Let me go ahead and grab the mouse here. Okay, this is the mouse part of it. I just want to see something real quick. Let me see the mouse action. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Let's see here real quick. And I just want to see what Passive Soap does. That's my main thing. Yes, we got all passes, so the scope actually works. That's good. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to get errors actually. Okay, so let's try something different here. Yeah, that fan's quite loud. I can hear the bearings on it. That's got to be replaced. You know something? Let's just put a signal into this. Beautiful. Yep, it is working. And it's pretty much bang on too. Wow. Looks like you have to do more work to this, to be honest. Which we do need to do a lot of work to this thing. Let's just see if it works on 2. And yeah, she is functional. So I'm gonna go and get this somewhat back more together so this thing doesn't overheat. And then once I get it back all the way together and stuff, I'll be right back. So here's the acquisition part of the oscilloscope. The underside of the scope right there, which interfaces to our PCI card that goes on top into the motherboard and so forth. But one of the things I want to fix was this cable, because it was literally just dangling inside, not connected to anything. It goes right to this right here. In order to get this panel out here, you don't have to peel this off. I've seen a lot of people peel that off. There's actually two spring clips. There's one right over here. You take a long flat and you just go to this side right here, spring it inwards that way. And there's one in between here, and you got to go in there and spring it that way. Once you do it, you can release those clips, and then this will pop right out. And you can see those are those clips right there. And the one you want to spring is this one here, which pushes it that way, and then that allows this to release. So I'm going to go ahead and feed the cable through this, reconnect this, and somewhat get the scope back together. So I figure since I showed you the acquisition board, I might as well go and show you the PC portion of this oscilloscope right here. And you can see there it's on a Super 7 motherboard essentially. There of course is the K5 CPU, and there's its voltage regulator module, which is the card sticking on the side. And they did that because you can use different CPUs, and depending on the CPU you can change the voltage regulator module and stuff with it. There's the new old stock hard drive, and it originally came with, and I got it right here, a 2 GB hard drive, which is no good. So I ended up putting a 20 gig hard drive, and I just went ahead and cloned that drive to that drive once I was able to repair that drive enough to get the data off of it. You can see there's your memory that's hidden in all the mess of ribbon cables and stuff. This cable right here goes to the acquisition board that's underneath the scope, which then feeds into this card right here. And you can see how they got around the limitations of the PCI slot, that they ran cables to link the cards directly. The LCD, this cable right here feeds the LCD and stuff like that. Interesting way they do. And then of course these cables here is for the floppy drive, and then one for the hard drive and so forth. But yeah, interesting way they did it. And yeah, you can see there's the voltage regulator right there, and that obviously puts a lot of current on there. That's why it got its own heat sink. And then here's an off-the-shelf power supply, and this one here is made by International Power Systems right there. And you can see how they kind of got it mounted and so forth. But yeah, this at least gives you a few in there. I'm probably going to clean this up and stuff like that a little bit better. I'll go and check various other capacitors and stuff like that that might be failing on this board, because typically these motherboards always have failing capacitors and stuff. Replace them as necessary. And essentially clean this up, put it back together, and I'll probably end up likely selling this oscilloscope because I really don't need it. I just got it pretty much to fix it. The one that I was interested in getting, which is coming hopefully in a couple more days from the same surplus that I got this one from, because I actually got about 4 of these, is keeping the 1.5 gigahertz version of this scope, which is actually in mint condition, so I can't wait to get that one. But that's the one I'm going to keep. I had no intentions of keeping this one. I just got it because it was cheap enough, and I figure I'll go and fix her up. But there you go. That's an inside view of this HP 2-channel 500 megahertz 1 gigasample oscilloscope. Let me see, we got the VIN number. These typically do. Yep, it's right there, and this one says it's VIN 025. And then there you go. You can see the back side of it too. But yeah, I'll probably end up just cleaning it up. I might not do another video of this because it's really nothing interesting, since there's nothing really broken on it. So I figured this conclude the video pretty much.